Ladies and gentlemen, we are halfway through the season, and boy, oh boy, do we have a big week. This week saw some previous contenders fall outside the playoff range, G, while others are clawing their way out of the basement, Quack, and yet still are moving all around the middle. So how do we get here? Let's start with Quack, who finally got his first win of the season against G. This was a tough week for G, as she left too many points burrowed on the bench, including Joe himself, who scored 24.6 points, while her starter Gino only put up 13. The team of destiny was not giving her any mercy either, as CeeDee Lamb said, "See these nuts," and put up 45 points to give Quack that 167-113 win. This run propelled Quack out of the basement and into 11th place, as Billy Buns is now in the caddy shack. Billy had a tough matchup against Parker, who had just one win in his last 4 weeks, but you can't keep a good man Josh Downs, as everyone except Elijah Moore put up double digits for Parker. On the other hand, Billy might as well have started Colonel Sanders, as Miles Sanders only put up a goose egg and propelled him into last place. On the other end of the spectrum, our league leader Matthew Berry's minions continued his reign of terror against the Bijan Field of Dreams. Gary could not have Jordan loved his performance of his team this week, as only 3 of his players outscored their projections. Prego was then able to Kenneth Walker his way to 187-124 victory. This week we did have 2 matchups that went down to the wire. The first matchup saw me go against Kevin in the Battle of PWC. Kevin took a 100-point lead after the 1 o'clock games and decided to talk shit, but little did he know he provided the bulletin board material my team needed, as I came storming back Monday night by putting up 51 points, leading to a victory of 165-152. Our second matchup saw the game of the week, as it was not decided until the final seconds of the Sunday night game. Todd had Herbert commit in a 43-point deficit, but he rallied his team as both players vastly outscored projections, but ultimately it was not enough, as Todd lost by 1.1 points. Please note that at the end of the game, Todd was only down by 0.1, but there was a stat correction that gave Tyler an extra point. Not sure if this makes you feel better, worse, but regardless, it is what it is. Lastly, we had the middle school rivals go at it, as Mac and Flynn played each other for the second time this season. Actually, you know what? Fuck you. You don't get a recap. Get off your high horse. Hopefully this is a lesson for you. There is a game tonight, so please check up your lineups. Yeah, see you next week.